Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the Apple. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will take the field first. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of. A cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, and we're expecting a great one today.
Well, and you always love it with the bragging rights, right, in the state of...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Turns it on in midfield. Brings into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Working on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. No, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is over.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play's going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get
picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 1st down here as they go back to work. will take it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown. For a loss.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Lawson.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Buys a little extra time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Ellison. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off play action on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And as he throws, on target to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy.
There he goes. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing his mitts up there, catching the football.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State will have to boot it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Keep it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. Williams looking for a man. Got a man. It's Boston. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another 1st down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going to the running game. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He turns it loose to the left. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Williams will pass. Quarterback moving. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end.
Touchdown, Washington! A great catch and run for 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They've made third down offense defense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Washington State has it all working right now. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Washington State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams looking for a man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's 1st down from the 11. Williams will pass. Moving away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day.
Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points. That leaves a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And the returner will be brought down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Washington State, 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get rid.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Great place to start for this offense. Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup.